Hello. It's kind of weird to just be talking into this endless abyss that is the internet, but I guess that's sort of the trouble when your brother doesn't make videos with you. You just kind of end up rambling into a microphone or camera, hoping that people on the other end might hear you. Maybe if I did things more regularly, it would get less awkward? Anyway, school started up again last week, so I've been focusing a lot on getting back into the swing of things there. It's a whole confusing mix of emotions as you're excited and worried about your new classes while simultaneously yearning for summer to stick around a while longer. I can't imagine that other people are immune to this feeling. I certainly feel it every year, and this year, I seem to feel it more acutely. You see, my little brother started college at the same university that I go to this fall, and since that university is about an hour from our home, our parents bought a townhouse closer to school for us to live in. That has meant that the past year, my parents' big focus has been on remodeling this townhouse, especially this past summer. It was in pretty rough shape, and it's turning out to be really beautiful. But what this means is that we didn't really have a whole lot of family time this past summer, which is something that I usually kind of enjoy. Although I was supposed to spend this summer working on my various personal creative projects, like this channel as well as other things, I didn't work as diligently as I had intended. This, coupled with my parents being understandably busy, led me to unfairly consider this past summer as mostly a loss. While I still largely feel that way, 2 weeks out, I'm also realizing that there were some pretty neat things I got to do as well. I mean, early in the summer, we got to go on a road trip that took us through some beautiful scenery and let us see a lot of windmills. It was also on that trip that I got my typewriter, which I've been dying to have for years. Oh, and my cousin got married. I think she sometimes watches these videos, so I should probably mention that. Not only that, but on that trip, I watched the entirety of Jessica Jones, and it led me to the big question that I now have for every Netflix show. That is, was it really good, or did they just end each episode in a way that compelled me to keep watching? I think part of that comes from the episodes being written as chapters of a bigger plot, rather than as standalone stories, which may only somewhat contribute to a larger whole. You don't get a brilliant single hour of storytelling like you do with The Inner Light from Star Trek Next Generation or Hush from Buffy, but that is what it is, I guess. After that trip, I didn't do much. I wrote some things and thought about the concept of making videos, but didn't. I turned a year older and I occasionally hung out with friends. I also saw Star Trek Beyond and fell in love with a Star Trek movie in a way I didn't know could happen after J.J. Abrams bulldozed the universe I loved back in 2009. And while I did get some things done, I didn't get others done, and summer felt like it was coming into its final stages. Then I went to Disney World. I went with my brother, and it was our first big trip without our parents. We were able to hang out with a friend of mine who was doing an internship there at the time, and it was a really great experience despite how deathly humid it was. When I got home from that trip, I promised myself that I would get going on making things. I tried to start making Bee Things videos more regularly, and I tried working more diligently on my other projects. And yet, summer inevitably came to an end, and I managed to eke out one last fun trip to the mountains with one of my best friends. And I got to appreciate just how beautiful things can be only a short drive from home. It was on that trip that I realized that while I still regret not getting more accomplished this summer, I don't regret this summer having happened. I had the opportunity to do some cool stuff, and I got to learn some things about how I have to motivate myself, and the difficulty that comes with defining your own parameters for things. Hopefully, what this means is that I can apply that to this school year, as well as life in general. Maybe I can get my homework done in time to make a video each week. We'll see. The videos may sometimes just be projects from my big 9-hour film production course this semester. I guess I do have to remember that college can be a bit time consuming, but that can't stop me from trying to manipulate time, right? Anyway, I know this video was a little different. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Also, let me know how your summer was. And for anybody watching this video who also watched my video Batgirl v Supergirl, thank you so much. It just became my first video to have 1,000 views, and I'm still kind of giddy about it. Also, be sure to like and subscribe, since that can help motivate me to make more videos. I hope this didn't put you in too deep a sleep. Be seeing you. That was boring.